daily devotionals for November 4th. Today's scripture reading will be Matthew 10, verse 41. He who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. Now, what is the prophet's reward? Well, I'm going to give you the answer. If you look in 2 Kings 4, and it's the account of Elisha at the Shunammite's house. Remember, the Shunammite wanted to prepare a place. He came through there quite often, and she wanted to prepare a room for him. She put a bed and table, chair, and a lampstand. So when he came to town, that's where he stayed. But now he's asking his helper, Gehazi, like, what does she really need? And so he asked her, and she said, I need nothing. I live among my people. I'm fine. And then Gehazi said, actually, verse 14, she has no son and her husband is old. So they called her down, and they said to her, Elisha said to her, about this time next year, you shall embrace a son. And she's like, no, man of God, don't lie to your maidservant. Okay, she didn't believe it. I don't know how young she was, but her husband was old, and she thought it was impossible. But she conceived, and she had a son. Now, what is the reward? You receive a prophet in the name of a prophet, and you receive the reward. What is that? The prophet's reward. The prophet's reward is seeing what God does. He fulfilled her heart's desire. He knew what it was, and he spoke life into her, and she had to believe and act upon that faith, and she received the blessing. So that's really, the blessing of the prophet, okay? You receive a prophet in the name of a prophet, but he receives that reward. They always say this and take up an offering, but the real blessing is seeing what God has done. If you're at a church meeting, what is God doing there? That's the prophet's reward, seeing what he has spoken through the prophet come to pass, okay? So this was a great example of God's grace and completion of his word. The testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. So that's what we see taking place, okay? All right, great. Till next time, be blessed.